Producing just 2 pounds of beef requires nearly 4,000 gallons of water, enough to fill a backyard swimming pool. Think about that for a second. That's roughly the amount of water you'd use showering every day for a year. Yet, plant protein sources such as beans or lentils can provide a similar amount of protein to nourish the human body, while only using about 80 gallons of water for the same amount of food. This shocking comparison comes from a 2012 global assessment conducted by McConan and Hoekstra, published in the journal Ecosystems, which examined the water footprint of farm animal products worldwide. Well-planned plant-based diets can provide all the protein and nutrients athletes need to perform at high levels. And today I will be sharing how these protein sources support vital bodily functions, as well as how they support training and recovery. Proper nutrition is important not only for athletes, but also for our everyday lives. The foods we consume affect our brain, our focus, and our energy levels. And as students, these are all crucial for studying effectively, retaining information, and performing well on exam days. For decades, many people were held to the belief that animal protein was essential for strength and performance. Today, I'm going to explain the role of protein in athletic recovery and performance, discuss how plant-based diets can meet these needs, and address the common belief that athletes need animal protein to build strength. To begin, plant-based foods such as legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, as well as soy products, can absolutely provide the protein athletes need for performance and recovery. According to David Rogerson's 2017 study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, these food groups contain significant amounts of protein and essential amino acids, which are necessary for muscle repair, growth, and maintaining strength during training. To understand why this matters, it helps to know a bit about how protein actually works. Proteins are made of amino acids, the building blocks of muscle. There are 20 amino acids, 9 of which are considered essential because our bodies cannot produce them on our own. Think of amino acids as the letters of the alphabet. You need all of them to spell every word. And missing even one can leave sentences incomplete and not understandable. Your body is constantly breaking down and rebuilding muscle. And without those 9 essential amino acids, that process cannot happen effectively. So how much protein does an athlete actually need? According to a journal published in 2016 by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, the ideal protein intake for endurance athletes is about 0.5 gram to 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Strength and power athletes may need slightly more, around 0.6 to 1 full gram of protein per pound, while a sedentary individual who doesn't move around as much as an athlete needs about 0.36 grams per pound. Planning meals according to these needs and activity level is therefore critical for any athlete. And while some plant proteins are incomplete on their own, Rogerson's 2017 research confirms that combining different plant foods, such as beans with rice or nuts with whole grains, can ensure that athletes get all the essential amino acids needed for proper nutrition. Plant-based diets not only can meet these protein needs, but also can offer many health benefits that animal protein diets do not. Research has shown that plant-based diets can improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and lower cholesterol levels. As reported by Seligman in a 2016 article called Plant Powered, these benefits significantly reduce the risk of heart disease, which is the #1 leading cause of death in the United States, as well as lower the likelihood of hormone-related diseases, cancers, such as prostate and breast cancer. Seligman also notes that about 2.8% of Americans identify as vegetarian, and while half of that group follows a fully vegan diet. The numbers continue to grow more, though, as athletes discover these health and performance benefits. Plant-based diets are also higher in antioxidants and nutrients, which reduce inflammation in the body and help speed up recovery time while maintaining high energy levels. Rogerson's 2017 research further reports that these diets are rich in fiber, aiding in digestion and nutrient absorption, improving overall metabolic health, an important factor for athletes who place a heavy demand on their bodies day after day. Fortunately, individuals adhering to a plant-based diet can supplement this vitamin as well as iron and zinc to avoid fatigue and nerve issues. Despite all this evidence, many people still choose to believe that athletes cannot build tremendous strength or endurance without animal protein. But this is simply not true. Some of the strongest animals on earth, such as gorillas, giraffes, bison, elephants, rhinos, they all adhere solely to an herbivorous diet. In fact, many record-holding athletes, including ultramarathoners and professional weightlifters, train and compete at the highest levels successfully on completely plant-based diets. A 2016 article titled "More Power to You," written by Amy Gorin, states that once named Germany's strongest man, Patrick Baumian, I hope I'm saying that right, Baumian, followed a fully vegan diet and went on to break several world records. Scott Jurek, known as one of the greatest ultra-marathon runners of all time, competed and won many major races on a completely plant-based diet as well. These are professional athletes performing at the absolute highest level of their sports. This proves that where your protein comes from is far less important than the quality of your overall diet and your total nutrition intake. Well-planned plant-based diets can provide all the essential amino acids and nutrients necessary for performance. Athletes following this type of diet can achieve similar muscle growth, endurance, and overall performance compared to those adhering to animal protein diets. This is provided that they consume enough total protein, though. Additionally, many athletes also report improved energy levels, faster recovery times, and less sluggishness on plant-based diets, allowing them to train more consistently without the sluggishness often associated with diets high in saturated fats or meats containing additives such as artificial hormones. In conclusion, protein is a very vital part of a healthy diet and plays a key role in recovery, strength, and overall well-being. Adequate protein intake is crucial for athletes because it provides the essential amino acids necessary to stimulate muscle growth and recovery, as well as maintain strength during training and fuel higher energy levels. Plant-based sources can meet these needs fully when the meals are thoughtfully planned. And the health benefits may even give athletes an edge against their opponents, as well as their recovery and long-term health. Both plant-based and animal protein diets can effectively support athletic training, as well as performance and recovery. The key to a healthy and supportive diet is ensuring proper protein intake and including a variety of foods that provide all essential amino acids. By understanding this information, athletes and each and every one of us, especially as students, we can make educated choices that best support our goals, our health, and possibly even our planet. So please consider everything that I've said. I hope that you are able to apply this in your life. I feel that it is very important to get the most amount of energy throughout the day, especially as a student. So thank you for your time and for listening. I hope you have a great day. Take care.